Hello to my girls, guys, and days. My name is Kelly, and welcome to another video on my little corner of the internet. So for today's video, I am going to be talking about this whole thing that people are calling the redemption arc that is going on with Trisha Paytas right now. But before I get into the meat and potatoes of today's video, I just want to give out a quick disclaimer. Please do not go out of your way to send anyone mentioning my videos any hate. This is not what they're meant for. These videos are based on my opinions, and as you know, opinions are not facts. And I just want to give out a trigger warning. I'll be mentioning, even though it's very lightly, I will still be mentioning abuse and suicide. So if you're not comfortable with that, it's totally okay. You can click out of my video. I will be uploading more in the future. So let's get into it. If you don't know, Trisha Paytas is renowned on YouTube for being a troll. She has two channels, one that's actually called Trisha Paytas. She has 1.39 million subscribers, and on the other one that has like a weird name, that's where she has most of the subscribers, and she has almost 5 million. So Trisha is known, like a lot of YouTubers, for doing a lot of controversial videos and having a lot of disturbing behaviors on the internet to get fame. She tried to get herself into many communities. She once came out as trans. She just decided one day that she will be saying she would be self-diagnosing herself with DID. She actually she shared videos of her supporting Trump, which she said that they were a lie, they were just trolling. She also, there is videos of her saying the N-word. There is videos of her claiming that she's black. There is videos of her saying that she, like this whole thing with Shane Dawson, when she went out of her way to defend and to stand up for Shane Dawson after his, you know, the whole thing back in 2020 that should be kept in 2020, but sadly it's coming back in 2021. Like, can we just leave Shane Dawson in 2020? Please, just let him be there. But she still was on social media defending him and claiming that he was changed. And while herself being a part of some videos of her being inappropriate with minors.
Who do you think gives a better lap dance, Trevor or Shane?
We're gonna have to fight. No, we're not.
Yeah, oh, look at this suggestion. Let's see it. You know, honestly, I was watching them dance earlier on Shane's channel. They did like a dance off. And like, I always thought Shane like moved, but Trevor fucking grinded. So I kind of feel like Trevor might.
I know, I hate to say it, but you know, the young blood.
Oh, hey. Ooh, yeah. Oh my god, I'm like.
What is your underwear? What is
oh my
that?
god, hot. Ooh.
Trees?
Watch out, Justin Bieber. Fucking.
There's a few posts on Twitter of her being inappropriate to minors. There's other few posts on Twitter of her being like supportive of incest. Hi, Editing Kelly here. How are you? So I forgot actually to mention how she used to date a map person, and I'll leave the name here, what it's a map, and the guy actually, his name was Ivan Gomez, and he actually there's articles saying that he actually took a 3-year-old boy to take pictures on a public bathroom here. So yeah, just another thing to the list, nothing much. So she has a whole background of being questionable, because I don't want to be too mean. I don't want to be too mean. She has this full history of her being on the internet and being famous on the internet for her just being like the most disrespectful person that you can be. She just goes out of her way to put herself into communities and minorities and try to ruin it for everyone. That's basically Trisha Paytas. that's her thing on the internet. If you see me looking down a lot, I have my notes. Like, I had to write down a lot of stuff. So I'm just looking down so I make sure that I am going to touch on the topics that I want to talk about. So I am sorry beforehand. So this redemption arc that people are calling basically just started this year. I think, well, at least it has come to my attention this year after she uploaded on. Oh my god, my hair is going wild. Oh, Jesus. Anyways, like I was saying, her redemption arc basically, what people are calling it, but don't quote me on that. Her redemption arc basically just started this year after she uploaded like a video of her having a mental breakdown while reacting to a live stream that was made by Hair by J. Hair by J is Jeffree Star hairstylist. I was going to say ex hairstylist, but he's not ex. He never stopped being his hairstylist. But that live stream happened in January, and I just wanted to give out quick context to the whole thing because this is a whole timeline that goes back to 2020. Like, has been something that has been escalating, and it just blew up on January. And last year, Trisha Paytas went on a trip with Jeffree Star, with Hair by J, and all of that. That trip went very badly. She decided to go home early because she said that she wasn't comfortable. They were being mean. They were just making fun of her. And apparently after she left, the making fun of her became worse. That's basically it. And Trisha Paytas decided to upload a video on her YouTube channel talking about a bad experience that she had with an hairdresser in Vegas. And Hair by J knew that it was him, so he knew that he provided that bad experience, and because the shoe fit in his toe, he decided to go full Regina George on Instagram and make a full out live stream where he was just saying the most horrendous things on that you could possibly say to someone. He was making fun of her skin, he was making fun of her body, she was just going all out. I was watching the live stream and I couldn't finish. I was feeling so uncomfortable, and it made me feel so mad how a person can be that mean and that vile to say something like that to someone that was just sharing a story. And she didn't even drop names. She didn't drop names on her video, so Jay just assumed that it was him. So with all of that, Trisha just uploaded that video of her having a mental breakdown, and people just went ballistic on social media, demanding Hair by J to apologize, demanding Jeffree Star to apologize, and also expecting Shane Dawson to stand up for Trisha the same way that Trisha stood up for Shane during that whole Carmageddon that happened in 2020. And guess what happened? Hair by J made an apology. Jeffree Star woke up and said, "Good morning to everyone except the guy that used to do my hair."
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
And Shane Dawson actually just remained quiet on social media, and actually Ryland went on his podcast called The Sip, and he said that he and Shane didn't have any idea of how Trisha felt, and that made things even worse. Because according to Trisha, Shane Dawson was actually the first person after her sister to know what went down on that trip and how it made her feel so bad. The jokes were bad at the point that Jeffree Star, according to Trisha, I am not saying this is a fact, I'm just saying what Trisha said, and I'm taking what she said as what happened because no one else is talking about it. So according to Trisha, she was actually opening up about her suicidal tendencies and her suicidal thoughts, and actually Jeffree Star just turned to her and said, there is a balcony right there if you want to. What is wrong with people?
What the hell is wrong with you?
What is wrong with people? The hell? Jesus Christ, man. Like, what is wrong with you? And not only that, when Trisha Paytas told Shane what happened, Shane actually turned to her and said that he didn't believe that Jeffree Star had said that. I don't know what else you want me to say. This is literally what Trisha has said, and Shane Dawson hasn't said anything otherwise, and it has just been a huge downfall, and like people were shocked seeing a friendship that has been lasting for 12 years, and after seeing Trisha being ride or die for Shane Dawson, he would just turn around and thank her and repay her in the like with a spit on her hand, and you're good to go. So all of this was going on, and she, if you don't know, she has been a part of the podcast with Ethan Klein. Their podcast is called Frenemies, and this is where most of the stuff goes down and most of the discussions happen. And basically 1 month later, Trisha Paytas is going at it again with calling out people for their bad behavior, and her call out this month is David Dobrik from the Vlog Squad. So if you don't know, David Dobrik, he is a vlogger on YouTube. He has a platform with almost 20 million subscribers. I think it's 18 something, but it's almost 20 million subscribers, and his videos just are basic vlogging with pranks and jokes with his group of friends. And she was actually, there was a time where she was dating a guy named Jason Nash, and because she was dating him and he was a part of the Vlog Squad, Trisha Paytas actually became more involved on those videos. And Trisha Paytas just spoke out how there was jokes that David Dobrik made with his friends. One of the jokes were just like David Dobrik just constantly saying that Jason Nash should have a three-way with Tana Mojo. There was like this guy, his name is Brandon, he was dating a 17-year-old at the time, and they were publicly making sexual jokes about the girl, and Trisha was very vocal about that. She said that those things made her really, really uncomfortable, like to the point that that friendship and that her involvement in that whole thing actually made her get herself checked into a mental hospital, because that just affected her so badly. And she also said that David Dobrik didn't even contact her during that time. And so it's just, it has been like this thing. And because Trisha Paytas brought this back to light, the whole Shane Dawson from 2020 is happening to David Dobrik, but in 2021. So if you need any proof that history only has a tendency to repeat itself, it's this. It's this. Now people are bringing up past experiences of other people that were involved on David Dobrik's Vlog Squad, and how bad. I could go on a rant, but this video would end up being 45 minutes long, and I am planning on doing a whole timeline of David Dobrik's questionable behavior. So look out for that. But with all that, and Ethan actually also stepping up and proceeding to call out David Dobrik, actually made more people open up to the idea that actually Trisha Paytas sometimes can be right. And all of this, all of the things with Shane Dawson, David Dobrik, the thought of, like, not the thought, but seeing Trisha Paytas getting engaged, seeing Trisha Paytas actually buying a house with her fiance, and she also uploaded a video recently on her channel called F Everything and Everyone or something like that. And on that video she talks about how she was sexually abused when she was a child, and how people didn't believe her, and people basically even went as far as saying that it was her fault, and how that whole experiences as a child basically made her to be what she is right now, and how her whole childhood and her whole trauma shaped her to make choices that she made. And I, as a woman and as a human being, can only feel sympathy and empathy for her, because I actually feel her pain. It's always very hard to, obviously, being abused, but on top of being abused, having people just victim shaming you and just saying that it was your fault, almost saying that you asked for it. That has to be one of the most painful thing that any person that went through abuse can go through. And that video also made more people just soften up and see a more human side of Trisha. And all of this, like, just in 2 months, I have seen a wave changing. Like, the tide is changing. People are actually standing on Trisha's side. And I have a few thoughts on it. So my thoughts are, Trisha has been on the internet for too long, and she has always get herself involved in many, many scandals. So by now, there is like this cycle of her. She messes up, she does something that it's outrageous, she carries that on, she apologizes, she makes sure that people see that she's actually getting better, and then she goes back to do something outrageous again. And the cycle just goes on and on and on. And for right now, I don't see this as a redemption arc. And you might say, oh my God, you're being so negative, Kelly. Yes, I am. Because this is a pattern of behavior. And her pattern or behavior is she will get better, and then she will do something outrageous again, and then something else will come up, and she will keep on going, because she knows that her grind on YouTube is to be outrageous, is to be questionable. So do I think that we should give her a chance to grow? Yes, everyone has a chance to grow, and everyone deserves to prove that they are growing. But to this day, she hasn't apologized for many things that she has done on the internet. She hasn't apologized for claiming that she's black. She did apologize for coming out as trans. She hasn't apologized, at least to my knowledge, about her wrong diagnosis of DID. She hasn't really apologized for saying the N-word. She acknowledged that she said that, and she actually says that, oh, I did say this, but this was 10 years ago. But she never really apologized for it. There is a lot of things that Trisha must do for her to actually be seen normally on the internet and not be seen as a troll. She needs to break that cycle. And right now, what I am seeing is her going through her cycle. So unless she keeps on this behavior and she keeps on getting help, getting her life on track, trying her best to live the best life that she can without getting herself in any more scandals, without making herself jump into any other communities, without her just making a mockery of anything else, I will say Trisha has changed. This was her redemption arc. But for now, it's just a cycle. She's seeing that she's getting on right side of opinion, and I am scared that that will just make her one of these days just break down, and I don't know, she's going to say that she was born a wolf, and she just goes on the street saying, oh, I don't know. I really don't know. I hope that I'm wrong, and I hope that all of this will just be a video that will not age Well, I really hope that is what it's going to happen. So, with my 2 cents on this topic, I will gladly see and reply to your opinion down in my comments. If you watch this far, please do not forget. God damn it! You were doing so well! Don't forget to subscribe, to leave a like, and comment because, as you know, any engagement is good engagement. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!